Welcome to the basics of sheet swapping in Tableau. My name is Sebastian. I'm a trainer for Tableau, and I'm guiding you through this concept today. We have a very simple dashboard in front of us with 6 charts, 1, 2, 3 at the bottom, and those 3 KPI tiles at the top. Also, there's one parameter in here to choose one of those 3 different territories that currently does nothing else but color this respective KPI tile. How that works, feel free to figure out on your own. You can absolutely download this workbook at the bottom of this article. So our goal here is to only have one chart visible at the bottom at the time, depending on whatever the user chooses in this parameter. To make that happen, there are 2 ways to do that. One is sheet swapping, where we go through today, and the other one is the dynamic zones in Tableau, which you find in the Layout tab. When you select one of the sheets, control visibility using value present since 2022.3, which makes the whole thing a lot easier. But if you can't use that for some reason, then sheet swapping is your best friend. So the next thing that we need to do is, of course, drag our sheets that we want to swap later on into our dashboard and into one container, into a horizontal one or a vertical one, please. Also make sure in this container, the option to distribute contents evenly is deselected. If this is switched on, the whole thing won't work in the end. So once you've done that, 3 sheets in here, hide their titles. So currently, there are no titles. Let's have a look at one of them, US timeline. If the title is still in here, the whole thing will break down later on. We don't want that. So hide your titles. And now all we need to do is leverage a parameter. Luckily for us, we already have one in here, and a filter on each of those sheets. So let's jump into one of those sheets, the US timeline first. I'm going to create another calculated field. I'm going to name this swapper field because I'm very creative when it comes to naming things. And all I need to do now is take the parameter we have just seen and drag it into this calculation. Nothing else. Also, let's have a quick look at what actually is happening in the parameter. The parameter is a simple integer parameter with 3 values, 1 to 3, and a few aliases for US, UK, and Europe mainland. You could also use the string data type in here if you want to, but in this case, I wanted to make my life a little bit easy. So 3 different possible values, 1, 2, and 3. That means this calculated field that we have just created will also have one of those 3 values, 1, 2, or 3. So we don't need anything else. We click OK. This new field appears. Currently, Tableau summarizes this is going to be a measure because there are numbers in there. We don't want that, so drag that into the dimension area. And then use that new field on the filter shelf. Don't use the select from list, the obvious option in here, but go to custom value list and look for the respective numbers in here. I type in 1, hit the plus, find the one selected, and click OK. So the whole sheet is now filtered by that parameter, actually. When we select another region in here, the sheet is going to disappear. There we are. And now we have to do the same thing twice more for our UK timeline and the Europe mainland timeline. And once again, take my swapper field, put it onto the filter shelf, go to custom value list. This time I'm looking for the number 2 in here, click plus, select, and click OK. The parameter still has the value 1, so the whole thing vanishes. And we do this a third and last time. Swapper field onto the filter shelf. This time I'm looking for the number 3 in my custom value list. Click the plus, click the number 3, click OK. And there we are. Actually, the whole thing is done already. When I now go into my dashboard, I see only one sheet is appearing here. When I select the UK, another sheet, and the Europe mainland, I get my bar charting. That's it already. If you have any questions, please reach out. And thank you for watching.